Not long before the events of the Chimera, 4 space pirates were sent to the desert planet of Akiton to regain their captain's hold over Kafak Depot. Get in, restore balance, get out. A simple enough plan. Batten down the hatches, mateys. This is Will Save and the Interstellar Tales from the Extragalactic Adventure Anthology. Unknown Treasures.
All right, welcome back to Will Save and the Interstellar Tales of the Extragalactic Adventure Anthology. I'm Kevin, you know who I am, and here's the rest of the crew. We have Will, Vinnie, John, and Kelly. Round of applause.
Hey, what's good, y'all?
Yeah. What's up? Just
Happy Will Save Wednesday.
Will Save Wednesday. Happy Will Save Wednesday.
Yeah.
Happy Wednesday, everybody.
So
Yes.
I'm actually gonna bogart the the banter.
What?
And in a surprising turn, we're not going to talk about food
I don't believe you.
yet. We're going to talk about accessories.
Ooh, food and
so,
accessories. That's what we're going to know.
Chiquita banana hats.
Condiments?
Like
propane
it's-
accessories?
I recently got like one of those Grail items. You know those things that you always wanted as a kid, but like maybe you had to wait until you were an adult to buy.
Every Lego
So-
set ever made.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That would count. So here we go. Those on video will get it. So I finally bought my first pair of J's.
Wow.
They look nice.
And they're white. They're white and gray. I'm really happy with them.
Are you a sneakerhead?
I was not before I bought these, but I think I might be.
Dude.
I've always appreciated them, but like it's one of those that was just like I couldn't justify the lavish expense, and I'm like, all right, I'm an adult. I'm at a reasonably stable point in my life, so I had to buy some shoes. So the question is, like, what's your item that you really appreciate within your closet? What's your Grail item that you've purchased, or that you're just like? For me, part of it's these shoes, part of it's my Will Save ball cap. I wear that out more often than I think my wife would like. But I really like it. It's a good snapback. Anyway, I'm gonna tap Kev because he looks intrigued by this.
I look confused more than anything else. You've already heard the stories about how I used to just wear loafers and jeans to everywhere, and I'm still that way. Like I'm very simple about like I just want to throw on clothes and move about. So I don't really have like that in my closet. I do say I do have like special shirts that I lean to, and like one of them is my Green Bay Packers shirt, especially on NFL Sundays when the Packers are playing. I want to wear that, and I try to wear a USC shirt on Saturdays just to show my support for my teams. But like Holy Grail wise, you were asking about hats. I don't wear this often, but I keep it up on my shelf here. And I really am upset that I missed the opportunity to put this on. We played Traveler with Emergency Power Podcast. Go listen to that, Power Pack number 1, or Volume 1. And at the end of the show, it's revealed that my character moves on to become a pirate captain. And I forgot.
Wow.
Forgot to put on his pirate
That
hat.
is spectacular.
And I stood
reveal.
up. It was on top of this. It was on top of my front shelf, and I stood up and did the whole like reveal of it. And I didn't even realize my hat was up there until after we stopped recording. And I was like, man. But yes, this pirate hat, I got it for I think my 32nd birthday. We went to the like pirates version of Medieval Times, and my parents.
That's a
bought me
pretty
this.
dope thing.
It is actually a pretty fun
it's
show.
really cool.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's
I'm
a
down.
hat Jack Sparrow would be proud of.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty legit.
100%.
It's very
quite
appropriate
nice.
for the show too.
Yeah.
That's,
The only
oh,
thing
look
that
at the
might
top
make it
of
better
Ooh.
is the 3 hats that John is wearing.
Yeah.
Dude,
John, you get to go next.
I mean, I think it's clear. I'll just do my countdown in terms of hats, what I typically wear. I'd say that, this is number 1, the white rope, black, good workout hat.
A little tuxedo action, yeah.
Yeah. Then the
Obligatory Hawaiian trucker hat.
classic You always need a good.
I
trucker hat.
I have 2 good Hawaiian trucker hats, believe it or not.
I feel like you need more than one. And then, of course,
The
classic.
The will
Yeah.
save.
The will save.
That's a nice.
Will save.
We all have will save hats. I'll just say that all the cast members have will save hats. Some of us have the all black, but John has the special like black body gray bill.
You have a gray one too?
I like the two-tone.
You should have a gray one. I need the all black because we need to decide if are we doing the all black look? Are
We
we
just have to
gonna
coordinate.
do both?
That's all. Yeah.
Do we have cast member special ones that we only give out at certain times?
Yeah, I looked
And
at the
don't-
all black as the special cast member one, but maybe we revisit that. I don't know.
And don't forget, to the listeners, you can still go on and use our Snapchat filter to try on your very own Will Save hat.
That's true.
And maybe one day it'll be available.
Search for
in person.
Will Save on Snapchat. I think it works best on mobile, but
Yeah.
Courtesy of Will Garrett.
yes.
Courtesy of
Yo.
Garrett.
I do
that
a
hat is
thing.
dope. I really like wearing that hat.
Yeah.
Can you flip it around, or Will? Because there's like a really nice detail over the snapback. There
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah. So for
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it is essentially the We'll Save the podcast.
It's literally a walking advertisement.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is our website, but arced nicely over the snap in the back.
It's a really nice detail.
It's a really nice detail. For Grail items, I'll say this: that I like watches, and I don't have enough money to get watches. So I do have a really nice fossil that my fiance Ariel got me, and it is fantastic. And I usually wear that to weddings. And I also really appreciate my Apple Watch, and I need to get a new one. And then from there, I need to actually get more watches. I'm definitely feeling the sneakerhead vibe, Vinny. I feel like lately I've been getting a little more like I have like blue Nikes that are white with like the blue check and like the tan bottom, and I wear those everywhere. And I'm starting to see more of that and other cool sneakers. I'm like, maybe I should move into that.
Yeah.
But I will say the one thing I did just buy, I bought myself, I'm not usually like, I really enjoy feeling like I bought something that I want to wear, and then I wear it and I'm like, this feels good. Whatever it is, any accessory or piece of clothing. And I'm like, I liked this. I wanted to wear it. I feel that way about the shirt that I'm wearing now. It was great. It's like the color. It's like the fit. It's great. But I did buy myself a Ted Baker shirt that's like,
Is that a serial killer?
yes. No, it's just a fashion brand, and I bought myself this like polo, but it's a long sleeve polo, and it's gray, and they're like British, so it has this like this neat green diamond collar, and I like the way I look in it. I spent a pretty penny getting that shirt because I was like, you know what, this feels like a nice investment, and I've worn it, and it's been like, yes. So that is all to say that was my most recent purchase of, I like something, I buy it, it fits, I feel good wearing it, and that's why I think you should do that.
And it's a really good practice. Something that I've done recently is just like, I got rid of most of my wardrobe because it didn't feel like me. Like it was just stuff that I've collected over time.
Yeah.
And if you notice what I almost exclusively wear solid color V-neck t-shirts. Sometimes I'll wear a brand, like I'm wearing a Sweetwater shirt. Shout out Sweetwater.
Yeah.
They provided a fair bit of our hardware.
Yep. And these shirts.
And
I get compliments on that shirt every time I go out, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good shirt.
Skewers, you're a sexy melon farmer, Will. Kev, you had your hand up. Did you want to go?
Yeah, I want to reclaim my time. You mentioned watches. There was a time in my life, it was, I think, middle school, that I used to carry around a pocket watch. It was pretty fashionable. Had a train on it, and I had it, slung into my chain on my waistband.
Were you in middle school in the 1600s?
Were you like in a zoot
Nope,
suit?
I was just weird. I'm just a weird kid.
Pocket watch?
Yeah.
There was a chain with a wallet, but the chain with the watch.
Yeah.
a chain
I
wallet with
I
a
had the
chain
wallet in my back pocket, and
watch.
I have the watch in my front pocket. Yeah.
I better get out. Don't
I
want to
know
miss
people
my
who.
carriage.
I know for a minute that was popular. Did
you have to adjust your monocle in order to read it?
Yeah.
That's right. I had to wind it up and everything. Yeah.
Sorry,
Everything's on
could you-
chains, man.
Could I light another candle in here? It's too dark. I can't see what's going on. You can see my pocket watch.
Between that and Will's nightgown, I think we're super.
It is true that Kevin and Will are
Scrooge nightgown. Big Will
Kelly
energy.
making fun of me. What do you got going on? What's your
Yeah, Kelly.
Well, I don't wear antiquated garb like you do, but like
As he stands up in a colonial outfit.
Old barrister with the
although
wig.
I once did think that I was kind of cool in high school by wearing like when The Matrix came out. I would oh god, this is
You were one
embarrassing,
of
but I
those.
would wear like those like trench coats and
Oh yeah.
I probably looked like a like
Three
school
goblins.
shooter or something, but like yeah. I had like the priest collar one. That was pretty cool
That's awesome.
for a day. But basically, like these days, I just buy a bunch of like what do they call bomber jackets with like the furred collar. I don't know why I have like 7 of those at this point of every color and variation. I
Okay,
just ordered another one. Like yeah, go ahead.
I will buy one of those off you because I'm actually shopping for a bomber jacket right now, and I think we're about.
Oh,
the
I can
same
show
size.
you. I can show you where I know exactly where everything.
Vinny, you
is.
should have done some clothes shopping here when you were.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
We missed out on
There
that
was
when you were
no
up here.
time.
I know.
There was no time. Next year.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Next time.
Next time. Next
Yep.
time.
All right.
Yeah,
All right. Well, tell us about
We'll coordinate on that.
your Grail nightgown.
Yep.
My Grail nightgown? No. It's so funny because like everything that was mentioned at some point in my like I roomed with a sneakerhead who now works at Nike, and I actually got him. I got a free pair of shoes for helping him move, but I don't have those shoes anymore. But I do have a really sweet pair of they're the Nike Air Mags. They're like the Marty McFly shoe from Back to the Future 2.
Yeah.
That's cool. I'm gonna look it up
Those
right now.
things look dope.
You had them? The ones that
No, I have those. I have those now. They're somewhere packed away. But that's not my Grail item. And I do have a plethora of hats. I wear a lot of hats, metaphorically speaking, as well as literally speaking. I am currently wearing a Will Save hat. I have my friend's, or my brother-in-law's seed and maintenance company for farm equipment. I've got my day gig vacation hat somewhere. I'd say my item, and also I wore a trench coat in high school
man.
and they thought I was a bomber
I never
or
had
whatever.
one of those. I was never that weird.
They thought I was a teacher because of some of my trench coats were like actually not for the Matrix at
Right.
that time.
And
then
then
I would be like,
6'4".
yeah, I'd be like, yes, I'm a teacher, absolutely, and then
Well,
just
we
like
had-
walk into the teacher's area. I don't know what. I was bored.
Our magnet school wouldn't allow us to wear like certain things. And so like a trench coat was like the only thing that actually loosely fit within the dress code. But I was the only person who wore one. Everyone else wore like just broke the dress code rules. Anyways,
Funny.
so my thing my piece is actually, it's not even like a piece of, if I'm entertaining and I'm either on the grill or in the kitchen or mixing cocktails or doing something, I am wearing my Headley and Bennett apron.
Nice.
Aprons are so underrated.
I have
Benny's
a
stank
great
face when you
imprint.
said that.
Well, you mentioned hats. When I was younger, I used to collect all sorts of hats. Like that was the thing I collected. I
Yeah, I have
collected
like
hat from
50
everywhere
hats
I went
right
to.
now.
I had them on my wall for a while. These days, I don't wear hats very often. I think the Navy did that in because you had to wear a hat every day as long as you're outside. in uniform.
Cover.
Yeah, cover. But these days I wear 3 hats. I wear my Packers hat that I got from Lambeau Stadium. It's I like flex fit hats, so I can wear front or back if I want. I still have a flex fit hat from my ship, so it says SSN 752 USS Pasadena. And then the third hat that I wear is Game Master.
Hey.
So let's play.
Here we go. There it is.
Take off my pirate hat, put on my game hat.
It's a metaphorical hat there.
That's right. All right.
He's not wearing a hat.
Yeah, no
you-
hat.
Lie, just like
he's
Kevin
literally not
usual,
worried.
lying about expectations.
It's a metaphorical hat. It's very large and made of junk.
I just imagine like a giant sombrero.
It's like a Chiquita banana
junk bro.
hat,
but with
junk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
amazing.
All right. So last time you found 3 goblins that pulled an electrolytic capacitor out of that you needed for Merc's device, and they pulled it out of a tower made for Tinkerton. Before a fight broke out on behalf of Tremaine's threats, Chalk stepped in and turned the conversation around. The result was several bluff checks, which convinced the goblins that you two are followers of Triune and that they should probably return the device back to the Tinkerton Shrine.
Those were exceptional bluff checks.
Phenomenal.
I have a very high bluff skill.
Yeah.
Also, I didn't even add in all my bonus for that. I actually should have been more.
Just because you're like,
Just because.
it's fine.
Throw a little extra. So you got them you convinced them to put it back in the shrine. And actually, as they were putting it back up, you helped them guide it back into the spot where they pulled it from. And after they left, you managed to keep the shrine vertical. That's the word I used.
Janged it.
Keep the shrine vertical as you pulled that piece back out. During that conversation, though, with the goblins, you did catch the name Bombgazzle. And you return back to Merc and Kesh, you give them the capacitor, and you learn from them that Bombgazzle is actually the second smartest goblin in the Outer Junk Fields, next to Merc. And he is actually the leader of the Trash Hunters. You also find out that he's built up some kind of special armor, presumably to protect the Trash Hunters from Tinkerton. Because Tinkerton may be their deity that they praise and the embodiment of Triune, but Tinkerton is still violent and dangerous. Because of this, you guys actually choose to seek out the goblins and learn more, and maybe convince
we can get
them.
that armor off of them to
Yeah,
fight
you're gonna just
Tinkerton.
steal the armor from Bombgazzle.
Or the technology behind it.
Are goblins medium creatures or small creatures?
Small.
They're small creatures, yes. Not tiny though. They're small.
No,
You're a tiny creature, correct?
I am.
You
Does-
are.
Does Bombgazzle have any children that he wants to gift? A small set of armor?
Well, that you would have to learn more about goblins and how they procreate, which I'd have to look up.
Starfinder story time.
Let's
right.
do it. Game on. All right, Kev.
Starfinder story time.
Away you go.
Google space goblins.
After dark, goblins get frisky. They start tinkering.
Love it. Amazing. Kelly's smirk for.
Yeah, I'm
it's
just.
good. It was a
my imagination.
His imagination took
Share.
over.
share with the class, Kelly.
No, it's fine. I don't want to talk about goblins doing goblin things.
That's on the members only Patreon.
Yeah, it's on the Will
on our-
34 like forums.
It's on our spicy site.
Yeah, exactly.
It's our OnlyFans.
Only goblins. I feel like we need like the Will Save after party or something. That's it's the spot where we talk about cool stuff.
Okay, go ahead. Cue it up. Starfinder story time. Starfinder story time.
Really? This is real? Okay, cool. All right, here we go.
Starfinder story time. Starfinder story time. Starfinder story time. Starfinder story time.
All right, so Goblin legend claims that long ago, a tribe of surprisingly clever goblins stowed away on a spacecraft that left Galarian and made its way to Absalon Station, where goblins infiltrated the station's worst neighborhoods and set up camps in its engineering passages. Over time, these goblins learned to build weapons and scavenge armor for themselves. They also managed to hijack ships and spread throughout the stars. Nowhere are they as prevalent as on Absalon Station, but they do grace the greater outfields of all the universe. Thanks to goblins' rapid reproduction rate, many generations have passed since those of the first goblins. And so they've actually grown and become taller than the goblins of the old age.
So they were shack-sized at one point.
I think we glossed over a very important detail in that.
What's that?
is they reproduce at a very high rate.
Very high rate.
So they are very.
So numerous.
They're very what, Will?
Until next time.
They are a bit more intelligent, instinctively able to take part of technology and rebuild it to suit their own whims. While some spaceships still worship goblin hero gods of old, partially adapting their dogma to fit their current life cycles, many revere Triune, the machine god. And I think that's where a good place to end.
That was nice.
So it doesn't answer your question about whether Baumgazel has a lot of children, but I think that's fair enough.
It's fair to assume that if he's a healthy goblin, then he's got a healthy appetite for.
Not quite sure how the
making
Trash
more
Hunter
goblins.
Society is, but being the leader might also have some perks.
He's got a healthy appetite for junk, as it were.
For junk.
Cool.
But
So
is it for that Vesk's junk? Not sure. Oh no, it's not a
He
Vesk. Is it
loves the junk.
the
I don't like where this is
who's
going.
the Australian lizard
my
that's
Keshti.
Harog's right? Yeah, Keshti. I don't know, dude. It
Kesh.
seems like they're close. I'm
He's
just
got
saying.
a Haragon
That's
for some
Merc,
junk.
not Baumgazel. Baumgazel's the leader of the Trash
No, I
Hunter.
know, but Merc
Right.
is a goblin and therefore horny.
And
as right.
she
so
has.
then-
Oh.
like that's what I'm saying. I didn't know if like
All right, so moving on. You guys decide to do a survival check in order to hunt down. Is it hunt down? Is that the proper term?
Hunt
Not
track.
necessarily violently.
We're just looking for the trash hunters.
Right. I don't like
Yeah.
the connotation of hunting down because
Yeah.
we're not
Yeah.
trying to kill them.
Thaddeus
trying to
Joy would not
manipulate
speak up
them.
against
We
that.
wish
to speak with.
We are the Starship Enterprise. This is a fact-finding
diplomatic mission. We must not
yeah, but I feel like it's definitely under Kirk more than Picard for sure.
This is definitely a Kirk
It's just
mission.
a little bit more like
Yeah.
effed for sure.
No,
We are actually the Maquis.
Who is or is not
Deep cut.
wearing environmental
No.
protections at this point?
I mean,
If we're heading out across the desert, then I would assume that we're going to put them on.
we
Yeah.
always have them on pretty much.
We've
I
already
want
made
confirmation.
That
I want you to say I am wearing them. Yes or
I'm
no?
I'm wearing my environmental protection
I am-
suit.
I am
saw
now
them this
wearing
way.
them after having taken them off after having arrived at the location where we were staying. I took
Yeah, we
them
had to
off.
do all those like whatchamacallits.
so
Those checks, right?
Here's
Earlier.
where I'm gonna turn this around because again, GM, you are the eyes through which we see the world. Like, is there any indicator that we need to turn it on?
I would say that it's at this time of day you would know. Like you definitely need it now.
Okay.
So you all turn them on.
Yep.
Please keep track of how much you've worn them down. You should be down at least 8 hours, I'd say, over this time period, because I'm assuming you guys didn't wear them overnight. So you have
Would we
what's the
need to?
math on that? No, that's what I'm saying. Just keep that in mind. Wear it down, and you may or may not need them as we go. So you guys travel along. You're looking for the trash hunters. You're trying to follow whatever trails you can of goblins. You find goblin tracks almost everywhere, but it's very hard to distinguish like what is current and what is older than what's new, what's next. So you end up in a ravine of several wreckages, just starship after starship, left and right. And every once in a while, you feel eyes on you. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
It's the middle of the day.
19.
It's going to be later towards the afternoon at this point. Probably
12.
Not enough.
Oh, this is gonna be good. Hang on.
right. With that, is it 19 was the highest?
No. 24.
All right.
Check.
With a 24, you kind of catch it all. You see several shadows and almost bodies moving around in the junk on the ridges. Some of them look at you and pay attention, but you can't quite make out who they are. They, as soon as they catches your glimpse on you or on them, they disappear. But others, you recognize to be goblins, and they raise their hands and they see you and they say, "All praise Triune!" But they
All
are,
praise true.
All plays true.
Yeah.
we're talking they're 100 feet or more up the side of some kind of spaceship and just kind of like lining the ridges every once in a while sporadically. Do Do you guys want to continue on? Or?
So to summarize, to make sure I get it, Chak, because of his 24, notices lots of goblins watching us as we come in. Some pay us no mind. Some give us the all players triune.
I can neither confirm nor deny exactly what you said just then.
Okay.
I can say that the ones that said all praise triune were goblins.
Oh, okay. Cool.
All right.
It's just like an arena where we get effed up. Yeah.
This is going to be my interpretation. And Kev, you're going to have to stop me if I'm way off. Hey guys, we're definitely not alone. As he looks around the ridges.
Yes, I see some fate, something, whatever my 19 gave me. I also think we should maybe, I don't know, be careful.
Well, these goblins, some of them really seem like they're behind us, like they agree with our, triune affiliation. Others, I don't even know if they're goblins. Not so much.
Well, perhaps our currency and good faith with the goblins of the trash hunters may carry us further with those who are not.
Good luck with that.
You don't exactly find a solid place to communicate with any individual goblins. And along the way, you actually come to an area where you realize this is actually what Merc was describing to you. And as you wind your way around starship wreckage after starship wreckage, you find an area where most of the debris radiates from a central clearing, as though pushed out by violently or thrown. Save for one single slanted metal platform that has a transparent aluminum screen as one of its sides. A trio of broken starship councils stand on that platform, the only remains of a small ship's bridge. Through the aluminum screen, though, you can see a figure.
Kind of figure.
Let me show you the map.
The map?
Here we go.
That's becoming one of my favorite sentences.
Here we go.
Let me show you on the
nice.
map.
It's a great thing.
Does that mean some is about to go down?
Yeah.
So this map, again, this similar sketched art style with the brown and red and tan desert floor. And it's exactly as Kev said, where there's an area that's been pushed out. And in the center is this big slanted piece of metal that takes up most of the area. And then we see some sort of bridge, essentially, or portal into, on the other side of this metal, we see this freestanding structure where a figure is Kev has obscured the token with green, and Will has made cool sunglasses and a mouth. And I think we're talking to...
That's exactly what this character looks like underneath.
That's so wild.
Wow, good guess, Will.
So cool.
Giant Ninja Turtle.
There also appears to be... This just was probably more trash, but it could be like an escape pod. But there just seems to be some odd piles of trash nearby that could be important.
Yeah.
It looks like Kevin added extra trash up in the upper right corner.
You saying I'm trashy?
Trash.
He's like, I want more trash here.
You're the
Maybe
junk
that's
master.
I am the junk master. All right, so what do you guys want to do?
Before we get into combat, can we clearly define what's covered and what's not?
Oh, man.
That's a good question. So let me just go over this. So again, you talked about the map. There's this large platform or plate in the middle of the map.
Yeah.
It's actually just maybe 2 or 3 feet high. And let me just do real quick a drawing, freehand. The edges, wherever this item is, it's not green. I want green. Is actually going to be considered, what's the term for it? Difficult terrain. So wherever the platform edge is difficult terrain. Once you're on top of the platform, it's no longer difficult terrain. So basically what that means is you lose a move action in order to pass through it. So if you're walking along the edge, you're going to go at half speed. But if you're just moving onto the platform, it takes 2 moves in order to get up.
How high is the platform?
Probably 2.5, 3 feet. At some spaces it's 5, depending.
Waist high for a medium creature.
Yeah. Chalk, you're gonna have to just jump.
Double jump.
I don't know what the rules are on your movement versus anybody else's. You have to look that up. But so that's that. What was your other question? I think if you're standing on any other junk, it is also difficult terrain. So you see how the patches of junk laying around. And then at the other side is the platform where Will is drawing all sorts of pictures on my mysterious figure.
What?
Yeah.
It all just disappears.
I'm going to have to work on that sensor plug-in for the eggplants that Will was drawing on the map.
What?
I don't think he was drawing eggplants.
Yeah, there was an eggplant.
Yeah, that was totally
a big
eggplant.
Yeah,
Giant one
There's definitely no
coming from
eggplants.
somewhere.
Okay, so you guys are all coming in on the right side of this map. The figure is all the way on the left side, and there's that giant platform in the middle.
That has difficult terrain to get up to it, right?
Onto and around, yeah.
Around it, so like going.
Yes, if you are
through-
on the edge of this thing at any point, wherever there is a square where the edge passes through, that square is considered difficult terrain.
So, okay. If I'm on the ground though, and I go through this square, for instance,
that is difficult terrain right there.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Got it. So nothing happens as we walk into this clearing? There's no...
Did you walk into the clearing?
We are...
No.
You're at the edge of the clearing. It
at
is
the
up to
edge
you
of the
how
clearing.
you proceed. That is what I'm asking you.
Got it.
And we can't see this other dude.
You could see the other dude. That you see
What is he
a
doing?
figure.
What does he
What's
look like?
she doing?
Do you want
Does
to
he have an
roll a
eggplant?
perception check?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Well,
Dirty
you
20.
made it seem like they were obfuscated, like we can't see them at all. So is there any way to
It's not a
get
very
more
clear
detail?
figure. They are behind a screen, and I can
Got it.
reveal that screen to you.
To me, I can't perceive very well. Do you see anything?
I don't know what a 15 gets me as far as seeing what's ahead.
I think I can see maybe a bit further with my 17.
Check out our dirty 20.
Shaq, what do you see?
Kev, what do I see?
A figure behind a transparent aluminum screen.
God, Kevin.
Is it transparent or is it translucent?
I don't know what else you guys want me to do. You want me to just, hold on a second.
already
Let me crack
knew
this
that.
whole game open. Yeah. Hey, we
Okay.
failed our check, but let me tell you
How
exactly
about
what's there.
I think what we should do?
Looks like he
You
might
told
be
us
a
to roll a
goblin
perception
chief.
check.
And you failed. It's cool. No big deal.
All right.
20
I think-
30 or something.
I think we should go around
23
the
failed.
edge and avoid this platform thing and try to get behind that screen, and maybe we can surprise our way into a conversation without doing combat.
I don't think we need to roll surprise in anything. I think
I wasn't saying roll surprise. Just we would be surprising him by sneaking up.
I don't know that we need to sneak, is what I was trying to say.
I can see that there's some sort of creature over there, but I can't see who
Well,
it is.
I just see that he's behind a big fortification in front of a bunch of terrain that could be considered a fortification. Getting around fortification to if we have to fight this guy, then, I'm just saying. I'm not trying to think tactically here, but
Yeah.
Since I think I'm probably the smallest of us, let me see if I can sneak around and see what happens.
Before you go, Chuck, I just want to say I think these are all great ideas to avoid a combat, but don't feel like the best when you're trying to approach a party asking for their help. It might be better to be straightforward in our dealings.
Instead of sneaking, because that would seem suspicious. Is that what you're saying, Carl?
I think if taking somebody off guard might get us off on the wrong foot.
Maybe, but you're small, Shaq, and it's no fault of your own if you can't see you. If he looks at you, just wave, your little vines and be really friendly.
Yeah, pretty likable.
Check up the
pretty
lead.
likable plant.
Yeah,
So
Yeah,
check
that's-
edges
sure.
around to the northern point.
You're going to use stealth with that?
Sure.
Okay.
I mean, short of like dropping something heavy, Jack is shorter than this platform.
This is like, I don't want to metagame.
Yeah. Hold on, Will.
19.
Okay. As you sneak around, you do hear a rumble that goes throughout the area. Just
The people up on the.
but it's loud, and it's a shift, almost like an earthquake, but you can't tell where it's coming from or how far away it is.
Interesting.
What if this is an altar for sacrifice and this barrier from our masked friend or our obfuscated friend across the way is to protect him from that?
And we just let Chalk go.
Walk into it.
Yeah, I think we should probably follow up. Rolu's going to step in and start heading over.
I'm going to stay out just so that I can rescue one of you.
Jack is making his way counterclockwise around the map over behind the northerly pile of trash. I'm assuming you want me to make another stealth check.
Yes, please. Okay. So Chalk has moved up and to the left about 40, 50 feet? Longer than that? 100 feet? You were kind of alone and isolated on the top left side of the map.
Yeah.
Rolu stepped forward and is just near the right side edge of the platform we talked about. What was your stealth check, Rolu? Chalk?
That was 11.
I think Rolu's going to walk up near Thaddeus and Tremaine and say, are we really just... look, we might not all get along, but we can't let Jack
Don't
stay.
assume the worst, all right? He's scouting ahead.
Rolo, don't put words in my mouth, please.
We're watching him. I can see his little vines
I
over
just
here.
moved up to make sure he's all right.
I suppose I should not expect a military approach when dealing with pirates. I always forget that.
What, you served in the military, Rolu?
No, just maybe a more cohesive sense.
So you
Yes,
know
we
so
know
much
you're
about
pretentious. We get it. Please
well,
continue.
I did get you all moving. Let's go support Jack. Come on.
Okay, so...
I had already drawn my intent to move to that square long before you got into
You had
it.
said you were going to wait.
It's fine.
there,
Rolu
so-
assumes stuff.
I
Look
don't
at
know.
him. He thinks he's better than you. Thinks he's better than all of us.
Can we support Jack and then we can pick up about this later?
Okay, so you guys start making your way up and around the top of this platform and kind of avoiding actually climbing on top of the big flat plate.
Yes.
Chalk, go ahead and give me a perception check from where you are.
16.
You're close to that platform where the figure is, but since you are so small, you don't quite have the eye line to see any more of the figure. You can kind of just see maybe the top of his head, but you can't make out what it is.
Can I hear what he's doing at all?
With that perception, no.
Okay.
I'm sorry. The rest of you kind of move up and around. Are you going to move any further?
Oh, yeah.
Just yes or no? Well, Chalk, stay where you're at. I'm asking the rest of the group. Are you guys catching up to Chalk, or are you staying where you're at?
Rolo's going to keep moving. He's going to move 10 feet.
Okay.
Terme is going to trail behind the others, but he's basically going to wait until they clear the platform before he makes his way over. So he's just sort of like holding up the rear.
Thaddeus is going to be here where he can see what's going on, but he's
So we
waiting.
kind of have like a line spread out across the top of the map, effectively, where Rolu's about 15 feet from Chalk. Thaddeus is 10 feet from Rolu. I'm 10 feet from Thaddeus.
And Rolu is about to unwisely, unstealthily enter this open area.
So
Of difficult terrain.
as you guys move up and around this platform, that sense that somebody's watching you comes right back. Thaddeus, it hits you the worst. The hairs on the back of your neck stand up on end.
All over my body.
Well, looky here. A hilky woman in black and gold armor steps forward and turns to Yosoki that's right next to her and says, and the Yosoki
Where is this?
looks a little worse. Hold on, let me finish. Jeez. So that he turns to Yosoki, and that Yosoki actually looks a little worse for wear. Like they survived a flashbang to the face. Great work, Chask. The Yosoki nods, and 2 more Hilkies approach. One looks tough, but all of them are wearing true warrior armor.
What?
Okay, one looks tough like it's Michael, or
Very, very like similar build to Michael, but definitely
Gotcha.
not Michael.
it's not Michael,
Well,
but they were
it's-
workout partners.
Let's hope he is Michael. That way that he can promise that he'll help them, but then not
No,
help.
you know better. That's definitely not Michael.
Okay.
Freaking Michael never was here.
So, where is your android friend?
That's none of your business.
He's on his way. He was making a quick pit. They were making a quick pit stop with this Tinkerton folk guy who's supposed to show up.
Boss, I don't like this. Shut up! Dotrulu wants that android, and Tez wants them all dead. Yeah, but those goblins said that the trash god was last seen. Did you just say trash god? Shut up and focus! Chask, go find that android. And the Yosoki nods and then darts off. The rest of you. And that lieutenant draws out her auto-target rifle and cocks it. None of you are going to make it out of here alive.
How dare you profane this temple to Tinkerton?
Go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
22.
Just when you thought that we could get away with
Just role playing. We don't even know who this other guy is.
I know. Come on. It was a good. We had some good conflict. It was good. It was all going well.
And now I'm
that
worried
kid for
about
warrior.
this
Could be
other
an ally
Yosoki
now.
finding Barry now.
I'm low-key hoping this is a Wizard of Oz moment where, like, Tinkerton is just this random schmo just yanking levers and turning wheels and pushing buttons.
Oh man, what if
Don't look behind the curtain.
Yeah.
What if Tinkerton is just a goblin in some kind
What
of
if Tinkerton's
armor
this person
that he
behind
made?
this screen here?
Wait, Kev, what did you say?
Nothing.
Oh.
Oh, wait. What did he say? Vinny, what did he say?
He
Betty heard it.
was saying something about
I'm not
goblin
saying anything
in
because I
armor.
think that's the spoiler. I'm not going there. Nope.
Speaking of
knows?
spoilers, go ahead and tell us your initiatives, please.
12.
I got
16.
12 for Chuck, 16 to May,
21 for Rolo.
21 for Rolu.
22.
All right. What is your bonus, Thaddeus?
Which bonus is that now? Initiative bonus? +4.
Yes. Okay.
I thought it was your dex.
Whatever. Close enough. It's definitely not high enough. If
So now we have to worry about this combat, and then we have to worry about Vari, Merc, and Kesh. So this is going to be this is an interesting situation here, because we're also trying to get to talk to this person behind the curtain quickly enough before something happens to Vari. Do we feel like Merc and Kesh can handle themselves?
her name is Merc. You didn't exactly ask how that's spelled. Just saying.
Wait, what?
It's like mercenary. It was a joke.
Oh.
It's definitely she's tiny goblin
one?
is going to be this hardcore mercenary
Yeah.
named Merc. Yeah,
But no one
That's not how
thinks
that
Merc
works.
and Kesh could handle themselves.
Let me go ahead and just take the Yosoki off that list because they ran off to find Vari.
Okay.
Bam. And it's actually the lieutenant's turn. So she's got her auto target rifle. She's just going to raise that. And in a full round, take pop shots at you. She's actually going to target Thaddeus. So that's a -4 from each roll. The first is a natural 1.
Starting it off right here.
Do you guys want to do a card for that or just call it a miss? I'll leave that up to you.
That's Oh,
It's a miss plus a card if we do a card.
She's not technically a named character, so could just be a miss.
that's fine. Miss it is.
Okay.
I'm cool with it. Y'all cool with it?
The next shot is probably also a miss. So much for this auto target being an auto target rifle. So she goes poof, poof, and she shoots at both of you. And
Shoots
when
at who?
she shoots both shots at Thaddeus.
Oh, well, that's fine for the poorly built characters to die first.
And it's very strange because like as she shoots, it's like the echo from her gun is almost reverberating too much.
Oh,
If that makes sense. There's a rumble to her gun as it echoes throughout this valley. Thaddeus, it's your turn.
Thaddeus just like sees her go like blah 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 annoying comment and then try to like shoot him like twice and he's like ha and then he just like dives a little bit and then shoots her right now. He's also gonna he can't do a full attack with this gun anymore. We found out. It's a 20 to hit though. And gonna roll for damage right now. So
is
that's
definitely a hit.
that's God. It's only 1 damage.
Only one.
Little dart like goes into like her like neck, goes like pew,
She just grabs it,
like a little mosquito bite.
pulls it right out,
And
looks at it, and throws it on the ground.
And then he's gonna nice. And then he's gonna shout to he's gonna look at Shaq and then just like kind of like make a signal that like we've been like kind of found out. Then just gonna, like motion to him and then just like keep pointing to like go further.
It's funny because like Chalk's too little to see any of this.
Right, really?
Yeah.
I was low-key waiting for his turn, but like all he heard, like he's just sneaking around, and then hears,
Yeah, 2 gunshots and this like echo. It's gonna be kind of scary. Rolu,
Amazing.
it's your turn.
Rolu, I think, follows the track of the Yosoki leaving probably too long, and his head lingers, and he's thinking, calculating, worried about Merc and Kesh and Vari. Do we have comms connection to them?
I'm gonna say no to that.
No, we don't. Okay, so there's not a way to get a message to them. Right
If
now.
you had a comm unit, you'd have. I think it's like a computer's check or something to establish that connection. So if you want to if you want to use your turn to do that,
Tell me how you feel.
I'll let you use your move action to pull it out and a radio check.
Rolu's going to waste his turn and pull out a comm unit, and he's going to radio to them because he is worried about them being surprised because I don't think they're expecting anything. So that's his first immediate action. Let me make I might not even be trained in computers.
And do you have a comm unit?
Yeah. I'm not trained in computers, so I have an engineering check, but I don't know if that would need to have been done prior to this. Maybe when we're there.
I'm sure you established comms with Vari,
Okay.
but I'm trying to look up the rules on actually using a comm unit.
Sure.
It is a tier 0 computer with no upgrades.
Okay.
So I'll let you roll computers with a -4.
Okay. Yeah.
Which kind of makes sense. Like you're not very good at using this comm unit, and you're probably outside of the range for it anyways. But you're just hitting static probably. But there is a chance you can get through.
I don't have computers, so
That's what I'm saying.
I don't
So
know that. Okay,
take
so
a
you're just saying I
-4
would do
to-
-4. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Cool. Yeah, that's a 15 to establish a connection.
Go ahead and say what you're going to say.
Vari, you need to be on alert. You might be in danger. You, Merc, and Kesh need to keep an eye out.
Maybe tell them to hide.
I can say that telepathically to Rolu.
Make sure you hide and pull out whatever protection you have.
Look out for any
a
Yosokis.
All right, that's your turn.
That's a standard, a move, and everything.
Yeah, the standard action will be I would say the move action is to pull out the comm unit.
Okay.
And then the standard action is to use the comm unit.
Okay.
Because this isn't just like your wristwatch. You're going like longer distance than that. So
Yeah, makes sense. Okay.
And feel free to call me out on Discord if that's not the way the comm units work. I didn't look up a range on them. Anyways, it is Roller's turn is over, and that rumble returns. That's the best rumble noise I can make. With that, I'm going to move this piece of junk up to here and I'm gonna set that in the map layer just so it's out of the way.
Kev, just wait.
What happened?
Kevin just cheat? What just happened?
He
Yes,
gave
because
them
everything I
cover.
do is cheating.
Let him explain.
I'm just curious.
Yeah.
So what happened was that rumble grows louder and louder.
And it shifts some of the junk.
It shifts some. No, it didn't shift the junk. That sheet of junk went flying off of where it was. Boom! And it actually smacks into all those warriors. True warriors.
Yay.
Oh, yeah.
So I take back
And-
the cheating thing.
From underneath the junk,
It's a robot. It's him. It's the
Tinkerton.
junk robot. Junkerton.
Is it Tinkerton?
It's the rumored junk construct.
There's a junk construct with like a skull head and glowing eyes.
blue eyes.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like the
Amazing.
Iron Giant a little bit. He's kind of cool.
It's like halfway between Iron Giant and Ultron 1.0.
yeah. I
my
can
favorite
see
thing
that.
about this is this has not been a secret. It is on the cover of Junker's Delight. Let me just take you back real quick to our title page, which is directly off of the front of the book. Does this creature look familiar?
Yeah. Amazing.
Just note the picture a little bit. Just take that in. You see a giant robot in the middle.
This is the
glowing
Vesk
blue
that
eyes.
left the message.
There is a Vesk on top of this thing with a Dashko trying to claw it. In the background, you can see some Akeshti. In the
There's a
foreground,
goblin
you can see
cheering
some
him on.
goblins.
Yeah. I think
In
the
the
Vesk
foreground.
on top is one of the iconics. That's one of the player characters.
3 goblins. Again, no trench coat. Missed opportunity.
No trench coat.
You
Yeah.
think I think that Vesk is iconic
Yeah.
to me, but in that case, what happened there was this giant junk creature known as a murder bot, called Tinkerton by the trash hunters. It flung that sheet of junk, 20 feet, and in the process caused a 15-foot wide junk effect, thrown junk. So they are going to take 2d6 of damage, the 3 true warriors that are there. Yes. And if they fail their DC save, they will also be pushed 10 feet.
Right to Terme.
3 points and 1 point. That's 4 points of damage. Now I have to roll a check for each of them. Just pull up their abilities.
Terme, I think you need to decide how you're going to coup de grace all these enemies. Figure out the best way.
Yeah, Webs.
Wow, I was like, man, I got to figure out these reflex saves. No, I don't, because they all rolled really low. They all got hit with full damage
Amazing.
and got moved 10 feet. They were pushed. So let me move them up. That one goes there. That one goes there. So all 3 true warriors are basically just struck by this sheet of junk metal. Looks like corrugated steel. Hits them hard, pushes them 10 feet, and out behind them is this large, and by large I mean it takes up 10 foot by 10 foot square junk creature.
Would that normal Hilke incur an attack of opportunity because he's moving out of a threatened square?
No, you're talking about because it was close enough to from the junk.
Yeah.
No, because it's first turn. Trick there. Dun dun dun.
Right.
The junk monster. There's no
Yep.
technical
It was.
opportunities on the first turn,
Right.
but good call.
Nice.
Are they
Look,
staggered or thrown?
you hear that, Jeremy? I remembered. Yay!
Yay.
Thanks,
Us
Jeremy.
growing as the
Bam.
podcast.
Did anything
So
happen
now-
to them? Like, sorry. Besides damage, are they like staggered or anything like that since the happened? They got like pushed
No,
back.
they just got pushed. Yeah. So they each took 4 points of damage. Let me edit that on my. That's a lot of damage.
Well, this is going to bode really well for us. I am. very
You
glad.
say that now.
Yeah. I hope so
Fought
too. though.
anything like this? Yeah.
Dude, you know what? I'm just trying to appreciate my own optimism here. I'm trying to stay
It's
optimistic.
fine. It's
We
fine.
could just be like, praise,
Praise Triune.
Well, I am going to say that triggering that was actually the junk. Sorry, the murder bot. That was their turn. It is now Tremaine's turn.
Okay. Seeing this unfold across from this area, I am going to first try to examine the makeup of our Tinkerton trash god
Nice.
vessel and see what makes it tick and or what's at the helm of this terrifying creature. How would I do
What
that?
are you going to roll for that?
Engineering?
What do you want to roll for that? Okay.
What assess or no? Physical
Yes.
science?
Engineering. I was going to say you can do life science, engineering check, or mysticism.
I'll do life science because,
Are you trained in life science?
yeah. Because that's the best I'm trained in versus engineering.
Do-
Or what was
do
the other
life
one?
science. Mysticism or engineering.
What is my mysticism? I'll do mysticism.
Okay.
Okay. 19.
Okay. What do you want to know?
How do I defeat it?
That's so you want to know.
Does it have any
weakness?
weaknesses?
I'll give you a weakness. Is not necessarily weakness, but they have a magic immunity, and that magic immunity, basically, they're immune to all magic. But certain magics, such as acid damage, will act differently. Acid attacks will act as a slow spell for 3 turns. No save on that. And if the creature is targeted by a spell that uses quote unquote at least one bulk of inner electronic equipment or junk, the creature will become confused for 1d4 rounds.
I'm seeing this. Hey, there's some things about this trash creature we should maybe take note of. I don't quite know how to get rid of it yet. I don't know if I should be spending energy on these true warriors or not. But I did have this queued up anyway, so...
I'm guessing that this would count as a 15-foot cone. If I were to, hit this would be the cone, correct? GM, Kev?
Yeah, that looks about right.
Yeah.
I'd say you could hit all 3 with a 15-foot code.
Boom. That's what I'm gonna...
I'm going to then pull all the heat from the area and just focus it.
You're in a desert.
On
That's a
these.
lot of heat.
That
A
is
lot of heat.
shivering.
It's very hot here.
Terme, come with the
Do you hear? Do you feel that,
He's on
true
fire.
warrior? Do you feel the heat coming, bearing down on you? It's the heat of your own decisions coming to haunt you.
They all get fortitude saves?
They're just like, we didn't come here for this.
I don't think they get anything.
Lecture.
I think they just get...
Think about your life.
If you roll to hit, you either have a roll to hit or they
There's
roll a
these.
save.
let me just look at the...
Wait.
Some
Kev,
Shakespearean. Sorry.
can you say that again, Kev? Because I did not.
DC 14
for
for half. Reflex save.
Reflex save. Okay.
Yeah. That's a 4. And a 5. For 9 points.
Okay, so you suck in all the hot desert air, dry heat,
Radiation, heat, all whatever.
blow the flames out of your mouth. Right? That's what this.
No,
is.
it's sort of like being channeled in front of me through almost like airbending, but
Okay.
You're firebending.
firebending.
And you,
awesome.
You put all 4 hands together to create a cone shape of flames that hits all 3 of the true warriors.
Yeah.
The first true warrior fails and takes
9.
9 points of damage.
Nice.
The other 2 passed.
So they take
So-
4.
Half, yeah, so 4. Bam. And bam. That is the end of your turn, or you
No,
move still? 'Cause
I'm
that's
gonna retreat.
gonna retreat. You're gonna run off the map. Which way are you going?
He whips out
And
his
remind you,
shelled-out
you're on top of
coconuts
junk.
Yeah.
You're on top of junk, so that is difficult to train until you get off of the junk. So you use twice as much speed on each of those squares.
Okay, so that I can. So this square that I'm here, And this square?
So sort of 10 feet to move
So I
one
can
square?
move basically half my movement.
Sure.
Boom.
Nice.
All right. With that, it is now one of the two true warriors, the smaller of the two Hilky men. And he's like brushing off the flames. And then he turns around, he looks at this giant creature that stands over 10 feet tall. And he's like, no, f this, man. I didn't sign up to fight a murder bot. I'm out, man. And he darts off screen.
Game over.
Boop.
Amazing. Yeah.
He's
Get out of
gone.
here.
Bye-bye.
That.
Bye.
Chuck, it is now your turn.
I feel like I'm about as confused as Chalk is because, like, explosions, fire, giant robot. Like, what the heck is
great
going
combat.
on? So here's what I think
great
Chalk
combat.
wants to do. He's going to have a look at this figure behind the aluminum sheet to see if he's also panicking or if he appears to be like does he look like he's
Is this
controlling
all
this thing?
according to plan?
Right. That's what I think he's looking to.
Nice. I like that.
Kev's smile on his face.
I think this is it. We're fighting
So
the
you-
dude.
I'm gonna say so. Like again, just for the listener, this junk creature is down in the bottom right. Kind of top right of the map is our two true warriors left. One is the lieutenant, and one is a tough true warrior. Just up and left to them is the three of you, Tremaine, Thaddeus, and Rolu. And then further over to the left is Chalk, who is just a couple squares away from this cloaked figure. Cloak is a loose term.
Shrouded by junk.
Shrouded, yeah. But there's a bunch of junk in between. So I'm going to say if you want to, being especially small, if you want to see this creature, I need you to actually move closer. I'm going to say you're going to have to get within 5 feet of this creature in order to see it.
Cool. I'm going to move to there.
Kev tactic. Yeah.
I'm going to move within 5 feet.
All right.
He is calling your
That's
bluff.
like
He's like,
his
great,
calling
I'll
card.
do it.
Do you want to roll me a stealth?
Sure.
Stealth for that, or you're just moving?
I'll try to sneak up on
Okay.
him.
All right.
I love the idea.
Oh, that's a 20 on the die, my dude.
Nice. So you
So that is
I mean, like-
27 for stealth.
you look at all of them and you're like, you put your hands up, you're like, what the hell? And then you just go, okay, and you shrug it off, and then
like you float over
all
there.
4 of your like vines kind of push down on the ground and lift your body up off, and you kind of just spider leg your way around up and over this junk, and then like as your tiny body is being raised up and over that last piece of junk, you just see your little head pop up, and in the foreground you see just the shoulders and the head of this large battle-weathered Vesk sitting in a damaged command seat. Let me just for a second.
What's it?
The guy from the screen, the landing.
The guy from the screen.
He's been
So it's
fighting
a Vesk.
the junk bot. Nice.
Does anybody want to roll a culture check on this guy, or do you guys remember any Vesks that you ran
it's
into?
only Chalk.
Only Chalk sees him now.
Only Chuck sees him, and it's a 26 for culture.
Ooh. And so you know for a fact, because you must have saw his picture next to his cot. This is Zethelred. You guys were in his camp. Kelly is wearing his armor, or Thaddeus is wearing his armor.
Awkward.
So go ahead. I just need you real quick to roll me a medicine check, though.
I can't. I'm not trained in medicine.
Well, I think you would know enough, actually. Anyways, he's not moving,
Is he dead?
and he's most likely dead.
Oh no! Come on, man.
Oh, what?
That's our game music.
Oh,
That is our game now. Kev,
That was a good ending
so
for
much
you.
more game to get through.
I've never had my
Why did you
mind
stop it
blown
there?
so many times. And then, like, no, we'll see you next week. Thanks, Kev.
Sorry, I know this is a lot. This
There's
is
a lot to reveal.
It's big GM energy right here.
Yeah, it is.
I like it.
Thanks for listening, you scallywags. Until next week, drift begons on distant stars.